Hi, this is a Level 2 Quiz 4 Flipped Classroom review video. We're going to talk about compound meters. And to do that, we must remember that in Chapter 2, or Study Guide 2, we learned about simple meters, which divided the time signatures like these into groups of 2 in each measure. And this is an example of 4, 4. Notice how that we're going to be dividing each measure into a group of 2 quarter notes. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. There's a strong feeling of 2 groups in each measure that are begun on beat 1 and beat 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Also, please know that in simple meter, especially in 4/4, we emphasize the quarter note. In compound meter, we're going to emphasize the 8th note. So each 8th note gets one number to itself when counting, as opposed to 2 and, or 1 and, 2 and. In compound meter, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't use and, usually. So the dotted quarter note is the main beat in each measure. 1, 2, 3. That's a dotted quarter note. Same value as 3/8 notes. 4, 5, 6. Another dotted quarter note value. And dotted quarter notes in compound meter are subdivided into 8th notes. So let's continue. Write the counts underneath the rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This measure out of the other 4 is the only one that is syncopated, meaning that instead of the accent lying on beat 1 and beat 4 like usual, it's on the off beat, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a great example of syncopation, whereas normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And please write in the rhythms here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, etc. And for 9/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Now, more of the same, writing in the rhythms, and then you get to compose. It's only been a few weeks of school, and you are already composing your own compound meter rhythm in 6/8. And then it asks you to write the same rhythm in 3/4, remembering that if you do 6/8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will do 6/8 notes here, but instead of counting them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you count them 1 and 2 and 3 and. This is a great illustration of the difference between compound meter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you can feel 2 distinct groups, each a dotted quarter note in value, with this, in which you can feel the quarter note being the main group. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So compound meter, simple meter. 4.3, rhythms in compound meter. They introduce to you another counting system, 1 and 2, and so you can really feel that dotted quarter note beat. 1 dotted quarter note, 2 dotted quarter note, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and they have the 8th note getting the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So please do both countings systems for each of these exercises. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And continue and write in the rest. Then write your own 6/8 rhythm using the note grouping shown here. Write the counts underneath. In 4/4, we learn about writing more in compound meter. They want you to do your best to write a rhythm in 6/8 that sounds the same as 3/4. This can be difficult. So please rely heavily upon your groups when we first get into them at the beginning of class to complete this page. I'm going to try and help you with one. So in 6/8, we're going to have one quarter note and then an eighth note, and then you'd have the last 3/8 notes brought down here and tie them together like this. Beam them. So one quarter note, 1/8 note, then 3/8 notes beamed together. In the second measure, you want to have a dotted quarter note feel. So in 6/8, it'd be 1/8 note, 2/8 note, 3/8 notes. Beamed. Tie this third eighth note to a second eighth note. Then have a quarter note. If you don't get that, it's okay. We're going to go over it in class. What I'm doing is splitting this quarter note up into 2/8 notes and tying one of them. So we only have one note that sounds, but we're making it look like it's in 6/8, which involves something like this here. See how they use this quarter note? And they divided it up into 2/8 notes and tied it together. This is so they can have one group of 3 beats and another group of 3 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, in 6/8, there's going to be these 2 groups, each equaling a dotted quarter note. So when you have a quarter note in the middle, and eighth notes really want to be beamed in groups of 3 in 6/8, you need to split it in half. All right, let's move on to 4.5 16th notes in compound meter. Notice that the notes are grouped or beamed together according to strong beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So depending on how you can best fit them into a dotted quarter note group, which is 3/8 notes, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 16th notes. That's how you want to beam them together. Write the counts under the rhythm. So 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. All right, they're saying this rhythm is very common in 6/8 compound meter. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6. I'll have to take their word for it, so keep filling that out. Write the counts under this, and then compose your own rhythm. And that is lesson 4. That is a lot to cover. And that's why you're earning honors credit. If you have any questions, please post them on edmodo.com on your wall. Please ask your group members. Please ask me or Mrs. Hawkins in class. Thanks for all your hard work.